What are some very irrational fears that you have, and if you told anyone they would say, wow, that's weird? Question mark. I'm scared that a bug is going to crawl into my hairdryer, and when I go to turn it on, it's going to shoot the bug into my hair. Okay, I'm sorry for laughing, but this one's my favorite so far. This is actually a super justified fear. I have this exact fear from experience. Once I was looking at my hairdryer to change the attachment and found two stink bugs in there. The hairdryer is warm, so the bugs get attracted to it in cold weather and can get wet there. That some toys in my room would poison any drink I left unattended to turn me into a toy. Obviously nonsense, but I still don't leave drinks in there unattended. Remember Animorphs? The enemies in that series were slug people that crawled in your ear at night and took over your body, but you are still conscious in your head and can experience everything they are doing. So for like 5 years I slept in my bed and covered my ears with my blanket. Oh man. I remember that one dude stayed as a bird or something for too long and got stuck that way. Poor Tobias. I'm convinced that one day I will find a dead body, so I'm consequentially always looking for one. I'm the same. Most people at a lake/CTC. Wow. The water is so beautiful. Me peers into the shadows. Today may be the day I see a bobbing body. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. I have this weird fear that every time I go to clear out my body of waste, you know what I mean. I worry that I'm actually asleep and in reality am at work or in public just dumping my load in front of people. So every time I sit down on the toilet I have to pinch myself to ensure I'm awake and conscious. It's definitely the weirdest habit I have, and I have no idea where it stems from. Has that ever happened? Because, strangest thing in the world, I did that one time. Had a dream about desperately needing to pee. Frantically searching for a bathroom. Found one and let it fly. Pissed in my own bed as a grown man. No idea why, or why I'm telling this story on myself. After that I was worried about it every night, but got over it after a while. I feel like it could honestly happen to anyone. We all have those dreams that are completely realistic, and it can be difficult to determine if you're conscious or not. There are lots of times your body is trying to talk to you while you're sleeping. There's the classic joke of, I dreamed I was eating marshmallows, and when I woke up my pillow was gone. But in reality your dreams are connected, to some extent, to your reality in a lot of ways. So it's not at all outside of reason that when you have to pee in your dream it's your body letting you know you've got to go viral. I have a phobia of balloons. 9 times out of 10, when I tell people this, they find a balloon and squeeze it and pop it right in front of me to see if I actually have a phobia. Former balloon phobic here. I have no idea what incident made me start being afraid of them, but it gave me a complex for a while. When I was 7, my teacher did a game around Christmas time where she made a construction paper reindeer with a big red balloon nose and told us when everyone got a 100% on their spelling test we'd pop it. I was a good speller, but I purposely threw spelling tests for weeks. The day before winter break, she decided to go ahead and pop it anyway. I freaked out and hid in the bathroom hoping they'd do it without me. It was really embarrassing. Nobody understood why I didn't want to hear it pop. It turns out that balloons are actually a common phobia in children. But at the same time it's like everybody assumes all kids just love popping balloons. It turns out that balloons are actually a common phobia in children. But at the same time it's like everybody assumes all kids just love popping balloons. Kind of like how people loved to decorate rooms for kids with clowns for decades before the NHS did a survey of 250 kids and found that they all either found them creepy or b babyish. I have a weird fear I guess. I fear butterflies. Is horrible and a lot of people think that I'm weird because of it. I blame that one SpongeBob episode. Me too. I didn't like them very much before, but that episode traumatized me. Underwater caves. They freak me out, and I'm not even a scuba diver. People that do that are literally crazy. I'm not even claustrophobic, it's just so much unknown about what's in there. What if something collapses? Or what if you need to get to the surface quickly? Going to the bathroom with the shower curtain closed. I'm afraid of someone or something hiding behind the curtain and waiting to attack me while I'm vulnerable on the toilet. I used to think the Jonas Brothers would be behind the curtain. And now I've got a new phobia. Every time I drive over a large overpass I get a moment where I fear it will collapse. I share that fear. My mom laughed at me when we were driving through Dallas. You know what? I watched the news when the bridge collapsed in Minneapolis and had several friends that missed being on it by just a few miles. Don't tell me that driving over bridges isn't scary. Overpasses just have double the people involved. For me it was the 1989 Oakland earthquake link. Wikipedia. org/wiki/1989. LOMA_PRIETANDSCORE-ARTHQUAKLAND_AND_SCORE-ANT-ERSTATE_viaduct that collapsed a mile of double-decker freeway on top of the lower half, killing 42. I was scared of elevated roads for a long time as a child. More recently, a fire collapsed a section of I-85 in Atlanta link. Wikipedia. org/wiki/interstate_85 bridge_collapse nearly 3 years ago. Thankfully, there were no casualties because the police managed to block off traffic while the fire was raging. But that reawakened an old fear for a while. I wouldn't call it a fear, but flour makes me really cringe. If I'm watching a cooking show and people are touching flour or rubbing it on the table I have to shut my eyes. If I was making bread or something, I'll touch it, but I'll hate every second of it. Oh same I hate it. The feeling of it being all dry on my hands makes me absolutely want to die. Do you feel this way about chalk too? I hate chalk on my hands. Same. Also sand. Sand is horrible. Hey, thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.